$100,000 a year. A decade ago, that was the finish line. Today, a six-figure salary frequently translates to chronic stress and a quiet struggle to make it to the next paycheck. If you feel stuck at this income level, you aren't alone, and it isn't simply because you're irresponsible. Modern life has become incredibly expensive, with an economic structure designed to pull money out of your pocket faster than you can earn it. To break out of this cycle, we need to build what we call a quiet wealth action plan. This is a methodical process to help you regain absolute control over your money. Step 1. Gather your financial statements from the last 3 months and open up a blank spreadsheet on your computer. We need all your numbers in one place before we go any further. Looking at the unvarnished data is often uncomfortable, but confronting these exact numbers is the only way to stop merely surviving on a high income and start actually directing it. Start your spreadsheet by entering your actual post-tax take-home pay, not your gross salary. From that number, subtract your mandatory bare minimum survival costs, basic rent or mortgage, and healthcare. This animated diagram shows exactly what happens to that theoretical six-figure salary. We start with the $100,000 block, but once taxes, housing, and medical premiums are stripped away, the final block remaining is a fraction of the starting amount. Look at this final isolated block. This smaller amount is your true usable income. Basing any lifestyle choices on the original gross salary is a mathematical error that guarantees financial pressure. Now go through those 90 days of transactions you gathered earlier. Highlight every single recurring cost that you adopted after your last major pay increase or promotion. You will likely spot upgrades you now consider normal. That unconscious normalization of new luxuries is called lifestyle inflation. Find at least 3 forgotten or unused subscriptions and cancel them right now. By removing these silent, recurring drains, you instantly inject tangible cash flow back into your accounts for the upcoming month. If you don't aggressively audit this inflation, every future pay raise will be automatically absorbed by new conveniences, keeping your actual wealth stagnant regardless of how much your income grows. The next phase of your audit requires complete honesty about why you spend. We need to question the underlying social motivations behind your discretionary purchases. Scan your spending over the last quarter and identify exactly which purchases were made primarily to signal success to your peers or to look good on social media. This spreadsheet interface shows the difference between needed utility and social performance. Paying for a reliable vehicle goes in the green utility column, while paying a massive premium for a luxury badge goes in the red performance column. We have to separate the two. Next, create a single list tallying up all your minimum payments for credit cards and buy now, pay later installments. Assessing affordability based on a low monthly payment is a trap. It tricks you into ignoring the total long-term cost and the compounding interest attached to the item. Take the newly freed cash flow from those canceled subscriptions and eliminated performance expenses and reroute it entirely toward paying down your highest interest debt. Relying on installment cycles and prioritizing social status spending ultimately turns high earners into permanent laborers, working endlessly to pay off rapidly depreciating assets. With your debt addressed, we can finalize the spreadsheet. Strip out everything else and focus exclusively on this newly reduced list of lifestyle expenses. Calculate the exact numerical gap between your true post-tax income and this optimized lean expense list. This chart shows the mechanics of wealth building. As the expenses bar lowers against your static income, a green gap emerges. You must automate the transfer of this gap directly into emergency savings and investments before the money ever sits in your checking account. Take this lowered monthly break-even number and lock it in. This is your permanent financial baseline from this point forward. As your accounts begin to accumulate cash, you will experience a strong psychological urge to reward yourself and increase your spending. You have to actively resist this impulse. True financial freedom comes from engineering a lower break-even point, so you require less income to live, rather than endlessly chasing a higher salary to fund a bloated lifestyle. By completing this spreadsheet, you have successfully built a lean budget and a concrete strategy to permanently deflate your lifestyle. To maintain this control, set a recurring calendar alert. Review this exact document on the first day of every month to ensure your spending stays aligned with your baseline. We have been conditioned to view wealth through visible online status markers, but actual financial control is completely different. It usually looks invisible, a little bit boring, and remarkably quiet. Escaping the six-figure trap requires prioritizing control over your consumption. When you manage your spending intentionally, you ensure that you are the one dictating your lifestyle, instead of your lifestyle dictating you.